Hello, everyone, and welcome to day one on the road to 2200. Feel free to watch the previous video. First 5 or 10 minutes, I kind of explain all the different series that I'll be coming out with soon. But yeah, I do have a game that I played earlier this morning that I will show you guys. I'll show it at the very end of the video. It's a really, really nice game. Um, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else I should say. This is going to be a fun journey, I think. It's going to be very hard to get to 2200, but I'm excited. So let's get into a 10-minute game and see who we play. We play white. Matthew Kahns. I've been enjoying the Rui Lopez, so I'm going to play it. What do I want to do here? Um, let's just castle. A Neo Archangel, eh? Hmm. Hmm. Takes. Takes. Likely to take back like this. I'm going to drop back. Be as annoying as possible. And if this, maybe sacrifice here, here, get my other knight in. I'm not sure. I'll have to really think about it. That's not the move I thought they were going to play. The really good game I played actually was also a Rui Lopez. I was from the black side, but still. I'm expecting something like this. Or, I'm not sure. Maybe Fianchetto their light squared bishop. Hmm. Could really just push them as far back, make it so they have some bad pieces. But here they could also jump into here. Not really a square I want to let go of. If I can keep that knight on the rim like this, I'll be pretty happy. I should really just start doing things like this, eh? Yeah. Put this here, here, here. I think it should be fine. If they want to weaken their king side by going g5, I welcome it. Come here to come here. Very typical reroute in the Ruy Lopez. I'll have to study. I don't know the Archangel variation that well, or the Neo Archangel, I guess. I don't really like the placement of my bishop. Usually it likes being on like a fianchettoed square. Or... Nah, but I think it's fine. It'll participate in the attack somehow, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can come here, and if they do this, I'll just do this. Like, I don't really feel like... I don't really want to weaken... I don't really want to weaken c3 by doing something like this. So here, he takes, my queen is being hit. Not a big deal. I can come here to attack it. Oh, wow, that's really nice. I mean, here, 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 here. If they simply go back, I'll jump in, hitting this with tempo, and then I'll probably just sacrifice. I'm going for it. I don't know if that's all forced, but I'm gonna go for that. This is the brilliant thing about the Ruy Lopez. Like, there's so much central tension. There's pieces, but these bishops are on good diagonal, so I need to be wary as well. I feel like my attack is probably quicker. If he does this, oh my god. I will, of course, do this first, hit with tempo. Yeah, he can never push this, I don't think. And if he does this trying to get out of the pin, I'll simply just push him back somehow. Yeah, I think he recognizes how good that square is for me. Let's start a king side or a queen side expansion, pawn expansion. So many different ideas here. So many different things I could do. So many different ways to hurt my opponent. I mean, this move is also jumping out at me. This move is also jumping out at me. Yeah, I really like the look of knight h5. Knight h5 is nice. I'm at 540 right now. They're at 612. I'll make a move by 520. Here. I think this works out for me tactically. I think it does. Yeah, but I think I can sacrifice. Do this. And yeah, I have to be winning in this position. I have to be. Oh, but here he might just move his here. Yeah, he's gonna take this, probably. And then I take, I guess. And they simply resign. Wow, that's kind of a crazy position to resign in. I feel like, huh, that's the kind of maneuvering Ruy Lopez game I really like. You know what's funny is it said they played with higher accuracy. It said they played with higher accuracy. I played with an 85, they played with an 87. That I played like a 2300, they played like a 2400. Interesting. So the engine just really didn't like a lot of what I was doing. That's surprising. Okay, that's fine. Let's blitz through a lot of these opening moves. I mean, it's like basically even for a lot of this opening game. As you can see here. So here, I think again, yeah, King C1, I was correct. And if Knight C4, yeah, exactly. You just do this. King goes here. Oh, you could even push there. What if they come here? Or sorry, what if they come here? Bishop here. Yeah. They're literally just getting opened up. They're getting opened up and it's forced mate. So they were correct not to take this pawn. That would have very much been a poison pawn. So here is where, the advantage is with me the entire game. As you can see here by the, well, actually you guys can't see it. You guys can see it now. So with me, and then here is where I'm really winning. So I'm doing the correct moves. The knight reroutes is all best. Okay, it wants you to protect the pawn, but but here, and then here, and then here. Yeah, we already went over this. So I don't really know why it's a mistake not to defend the pawn. Anyway, doesn't matter. Here, and here. So knight takes, this takes, this takes is like fine for them. Oh, and then that. That's so interesting. They didn't even spend some time thinking about this. Here, and wow, yeah, I really just don't have any kind of an attack. This bishop is really being... Yeah. Fair enough, yeah, I didn't calculate far enough to... I saw that they could take this and then I take back. And then they take and then I take, but I just did not see f6. I did not see f6. Okay. Well, that's funny. Is 2055 my peak? Are we at my peak? We are at my peak. We're 55 elo. Sorry, we're only a... Dude, that's crazy. I'm already 2055. I don't feel like I was playing that well in many of my games recently. Dude, okay. I played... Let me count how many. Yesterday was the 24th. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. Yeah, 22 games yesterday. 3 of them were against an FM. Those were really late at night. That FM destroyed me. It's the first time I've ever played a titled player. Actually, you know what's funny is this person, Billie Jean, it doesn't have FM next to their name, but at the end of the game, they beat me. I took a poison pawn and I got crucified for it. At the end of the game, they're like, "Hey, I'm an FM. You played really well," which was nice to hear when you lose. And they were very good. It was a nice D4 game by them. Yeah, I wouldn't say I got crucified, but they found a really nice tactic to win a piece, and from there it was easy for them. But yeah, playing this FM was really fun. Even though they beat me, I kept rematching them. I was the one that kept rematching. I lost and then rematched, lost and then rematched. This game was super high level. I feel like it was. But anyway, let me show you the game. So here's how the next like 10-15 minutes. I have to get going a little bit, but I'm gonna show the game I played this morning that I was really proud of. The game this morning. Where are you? Okay. So I'll show you this one, and then I will show you some other moments from some of the other games I played yesterday for both me and my opponent that I thought were really good. So it started out, like I mentioned during my game I just played, it started out as a Ruy Lopez, just main line, here. They castled, same as I did in that game. Here, there's a million moves in the Ruy Lopez. Like even in this position, there's a million moves. Not really, actually, it's not forced, but it's the best move. You could play this, you could play this, you could play this, you could play here. There's so many moves you could play. You could probably even play Queen E7. But I'm going to start playing the Marshal. The Marshal attack is a lot of fun. It's also known as the Marshal Gambit because you are gambiting a pawn. You guys know me. I like gambiting stuff. So here you castle. And then with their next move is an invitation to play the Marshal attack. They could go for an anti-Marshal. This is what's played at the highest level by Super GMs because the Marshal, as you'll see, is known to just fully equalize for black. So it's not a line that Ruy Lopez players like going into. And the move is d5. So this looks like it gives up a pawn. And it does because of this forced sequence. My opponent knew all the right moves, so takes, and then they take this pawn. I take their knight, then they take my rook, and now they're up a pawn. The best move here is c6. You can also play bishop b7. I don't like that one as much, and we'll get into that a little bit later why. So I played c6. They played, again, the correct move, which is taking space. And it should be pretty clear where black's advantage is. Not advantage, sorry, but compensation is. Because I hit the rook, it goes away. Back here, I bring the queen here, they push g3, and then I plant my queen right here. Like I said before, this is not, you won't find too many Super GM games at the, I was about to say at the highest level, Super GM level. You won't find too many games because, again, this basically equalizes for black. Like, white is slightly up, but black has enough activity, as you can see, with these really nice bishops and this knight's, soon to be jumping in. That's why you see way back, like I mentioned, you see a lot of people as soon as they castle, you see a lot of GMs playing this move. It's because you can't strike because this just hangs b5. You can't take because obviously this. So anyway, fast forwarding here. They go back. I put my queen here. They push g3. I plant my queen in there. And then they play here, which is the first deviation. This is the first move that's not the main line, as you can see here by the engine. Bishop e3 is the correct move, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So they go here. I hit their queen with tempo, which is the best move. And then they do this, which is a major blunder. And you can see now this bishop here is super, super nice, why I didn't want to... Some people put their bishop here. It's perfectly fine. But I personally prefer having it kind of in the mix over here. So as you can see here, this is a blunder. I will take a quick sip of my hot chocolate for you guys to see why that's a blunder. So the key thing to remember is, if you're a Marshal player, you know this very well. White's position here is like just Swiss cheese in the light squares. Like there's so many light squared weaknesses. That's why the light squared bishop is very nice on either of these diagonals. They're suitable on either one. So here, and then once they do this, that pushing pawns in front of your king is just crazy. So that greatly weakens this g3 square. That's the crucial piece that you have to see. And so I sacked my bishop on g3. Sacrifice the bishop. I now have two pieces hanging. If they take this one, it's a simple mate in two. Bam, bam. And if they take this bishop, as they did in the game, that's actually what they did. They spent 10 seconds, and then I took here. They went here, and then I jumped my knight in, which is the best move, and they resigned. I played at a 100% accuracy, as you'll see in a second. 100% accuracy is like so nice to see. Like just 100% accuracy, because these were all four. Like, first off, it's not crazy to say this is a 100% accuracy game because like 90% of the moves were just book theory. So even my opponent played at high accuracy. It was like 85 or something. So for the first 14 moves, I spent 16 seconds because this is all forced. And then from here, it was all pretty simple. I already knew you're meant to, hit the queen with some tempo. And then they did this, and that's just crazy. So here. And then they resigned because there's only few ways to stop mate. You have to sacrifice your rook. It's also giving bishop takes f7. Again, it's basically begging you to just start sacking your pieces because look at its position. There's just nothing guarding this square. And if they come here, I feel like a lot of people would try and find some kind of mate. Like you can just be up tons of material with your attack continuing. So yeah, I played that earlier this morning. It's always nice to get a 100% game against a fellow 2000. So yes, it's 11:12. I have about 10 minutes. Let's quickly go through. I'll actually show you the games I played against the FM. Actually, do I really want to? Maybe I'll let you guys look at them yourselves. They were pretty bad. Actually, you know what? I'll show you one of them that I feel like I was proud of. Like I felt like I was defending somewhat well. So let me show you this game. I actually don't remember all the moves, so I won't be able to commentate too much. Yeah, they played at 90% accuracy. They were so good. It even said, you guys can't see it, but it said I played at a 2200 level. Like I didn't play poorly, I don't think. So this is the third game of the 3 that we played. First game they played a Scotch Potter variation, which you don't see a ton. I know I play the Scotch often. I don't play the Potter variation, but I've studied some of the theory on it. The reason that I did this, again, you have to remember this is the third game of 3. I've lost 2 of them. First game he played this, and I went here. Nope, I didn't do that. I went here in the first game, and then he pinned me, and then it just was a really tough game from there, to be honest. So I was like, I don't really want that to happen, so I pushed that. Here, and then he collected my bishop. So he has the bishop pair, which I'm not really too fussed about. Start maneuvering my pieces. He's playing basically just all best moves. I purposefully, usually is like a very low elo move to like hit the queen. But I felt like F3 was just weakening enough of a move that would give me some kind of chances if I was able to like, you know, move my knight away, push this, get my queen here, get my knight over here. I just felt like it was a move that was worth doing. So then I just started developing my pieces. Just as you can see here, part of me just like also didn't know what to do a lot. Like I'm playing an FM, so I was a little bit like, ooh, this is kind of scary. Evaluation's already giving +3. That's how good these people are. Like they just made basic developing, like the opponent didn't even do anything that crazy. Like they're just developing their pieces. I pushed these pawns, which is really stupid, but yeah, I think I kind of had to actually. I think I was forced to do that. I saw different variations where they could push. Yeah, that's right. I saw different variations where if I don't, like if I just do some kind of like, I don't even know, here, they're gonna come here, 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 or not there, sorry, here. Well, okay, sorry, I wouldn't put my knight there, but here, okay, I wouldn't put it there either. Here, 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 and this knight would just be monstrous in my position. And if I let them take here, my position just sucks. It just sucks. So that's why I pushed that. As you can see here, just maneuvering a lot. I'm not playing terribly again, I don't think, at least. I know my opponent's better, but I'm just trying to kind of make... And then for some reason, I decided to lock in my bishop. I'm playing without a bishop. I decided to just lock in my bishop for no good reason. My opponent was probably like, what the heck is this idiot doing? I couldn't really get it out anyway, but it's like, I don't know. That bishop never saw the light of day ever again. And then I just didn't defend this piece, and then they just crucified me from here. Like, yeah, yeah. And then that's checkmate. So yeah, we were both pretty low time. So at a certain point I started just blitzing out moves. But yeah, it was kind of fun playing an FM, honestly. The first game was a Scotch Potter variation. They beat me. Second game was a Sicilian. I went for the Smith Morra. They declined it. So I went into an Alpin variation where I played pretty well, but then I just blundered a clean fork between my rooks. And so they just beat me from there. Let me see if there's any other games that I kind of wanted to show you guys. Ones that I played well or even lost in. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was a mixture, as you can see. A lot of losses, a lot of wins. I mean, at a certain point, I just lost like 5 or 6 games in a row. But anyway, you know, I'll try and find one next video. Every single video, I'm going to try and like, maybe not a whole game, but at the very least, I'll try and show you guys like a couple of moves in a game that I played offline. Because I played a lot of games offline when I was in the 1900s trying to get to 2000. And I didn't really show you guys those games too much or any of the moves. Because I feel like I probably win more when I don't record. It's really difficult to record and talk about your moves. I think I said at one point, a lot of us journey to 2,000 people. I feel like a lot of them would have hit 2,000 already if they just weren't recording their videos. Like it feels very different when you're talking about your moves, and sometimes it's very embarrassing when you blunder. Which if I blunder when it's just me playing somebody, it's not that embarrassing. It's just me. I don't care if I do care if I blunder, but I'm not going to judge myself. But if I know other people are judging me, then it might make me play worse. So games where I blunder that I otherwise would have maybe taken an advantage in somehow if I played by myself, I then go on to lose because, you know, I'm all, you know, butthurt and stuff. But Anyway, I'm going to try and start showing you guys some games that I play offline because I don't want to just get to 2100 and you guys only see like one or two of the games. So yeah, 2055, which is my peak now. We're 145 more elo away from our 105. Oh my god, 145 elo away from our goal of 2200. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Hopefully I will do a stream sometime next week. It's Sunday, August 25th. I guess I should say this week. Can't believe it's already Sunday. I'm going to try and do a stream sometime Thursday or Friday. We'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Kind of a boring Ruy Lopez game, but I felt like I was winning. Evaluation agreed, but then I blundered. I didn't blunder. It would have been fine, but it would have still been an interesting game. I don't know why my opponent resigned in that situation, but yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Take care.